All right, let's talk about a number that we all hear about a lot, your net worth. But here's the thing. It might just be one of the most misleading numbers in your entire financial life.
I mean, how can a millionaire feel broke? It sounds crazy, right? By definition, a millionaire is rich. But, and this is wild, it's completely possible for someone with a seven-figure net worth to be stressed out about money every single day. So how does that happen? Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve right now.
Okay, to really get this, let's imagine a tale of two millionaires. On paper, you can't tell them apart. You've got person A, net worth, $1 million, and person B, net worth, also $1 million. But here's where it gets interesting. How they feel couldn't be more different. Person A, they feel totally secure. Person B, they're stressed out all the time. Same number, but a completely different reality.
So to figure out why, we got to break down what net worth actually is. And the key is to think of it as just a single snapshot in time.
Yeah, I know. The textbook definition is pretty simple. It's everything you own minus everything you owe. Your assets minus your liabilities. Easy enough, right? But the most important words in that whole definition are at one moment in time. It's just a still photo, like a freeze frame of your finances. And because it's just a snapshot, your net worth is really just a historical document. It's showing you the final score of all your past decisions, your savings, your investments, all that stuff. But think about it. A final score tells you who won the game, but it tells you nothing about how the game was actually played, you know? It doesn't show you the day-to-day reality of what's happening with your money.
And that right there, that's the reason our millionaire can feel totally broke. That snapshot, that final score, it's hiding some really, really important numbers.
So what exactly is that snapshot missing? If that number isn't the whole story, what are the missing pieces? Well, turns out there are two huge ones.
First up, and this is a biggie, is cash flow. If your net worth is the photo, then your cash flow is the movie. It's not static, it's dynamic. It's all about how money moves in and out of your life, right? The paychecks coming in, the bills going out. This right here is the huge difference between having wealth on paper and actually having money to live your life.
Okay, the second hidden piece of the puzzle is all about timing and access. You might hear people call it liquidity. See, your $1 million net worth might be all tied up in things like your house or your business. And yeah, those things have a ton of value, but you can't exactly shave off a piece of your wall to go buy groceries, can you? And that gap, the gap between value on a spreadsheet and actual cash in your hand, that can be a massive source of stress.
All right, so let's go back to our two millionaires. Now that we have these missing pieces, cash flow and access, we can finally crack the case of why they're living two totally different lives.
Okay, just ignore that top line for a second. We know their net worth is identical. Let's look deeper. Person A, the secure one, has a positive cash flow of $5,000 every month. Money is coming in. Plus, they've got $200,000 in liquid assets they can get to no problem. Now, look at person B. Oh boy, their cash flow is negative $500 a month. They're losing money, and they've only got $5,000 they can actually access easily. So their $1 million, it's all locked up, you can't touch it. And all the while, high-interest debt is just sucking their cash away. So of course, person B is stressed. Their financial movie is a total horror show, even though their snapshot looks picture perfect.
And all of this brings us to what I think is the most important takeaway here. We have got to stop looking at net worth as the be-all and end-all number.
It's so easy to treat it like a score in a video game or a final grade on a test, but it's not. It's just one piece of information. And if you look at it without the context of cash flow and liquidity, it can be seriously, seriously misleading.
I love this quote because it just nails it. Net worth tells a story about accumulation. You know, what you've managed to build up and save over the years. But it tells you absolutely nothing about movement, that day-to-day, month-to-month flow of cash that actually determines how free you feel and how well you sleep at night.
So I guess I'll just leave you with this question. When you look at your own finances, are you only looking at that snapshot, that story of accumulation? Or are you digging a little deeper and watching the whole movie? What story is your money really telling you?